Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to go check out the abandoned Sideling Hill Tunnel on the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. We're starting out here on Valley High Road off of Route 30. And this is a dirt road pretty much the entire way. It's east of Breezewood, and right here we are going under the current turnpike. Now when you come out from under this overpass, you don't want to go straight. I don't think you can see anything if you go straight, and I don't think it'll take you to anywhere. And it is posted no trespassing private property. So you want to take a left here onto Oregon Road. Now you're going to be on Oregon Road for a little while, but eventually as you travel down Oregon Road, to your left you'll be able to see parts of the abandoned turnpike. Right there you can see the current turnpike that we are passing. But we are going this way because we're going to do this on foot. And going this way, there is a parking spot down here that we can walk to the Sideling Tunnel, and it's only about a half-mile walk. There are other places around here that you can park, and you can get to the tunnels, but it's best to do it on bike or some non-motorized mode of transportation, because motor vehicles and motorcycles and things like that are not allowed on the abandoned turnpike. Now, here is where we're going to stop and park. And I'm going to pause the video here for a second and show you how I get up to the abandoned turnpike. I climb up there. It's not real steep, but that's the best way to get up there. And then we're only a half a mile away from the tunnel. So here we are going under the abandoned turnpike. And we're coming up to an area where we're going to turn around and go back and park. Okay, so here we are. We're on the abandoned turnpike. About a half mile in this direction, we will get to the Sideling Tunnel. And about 4.5 miles in this direction, we could go to the Rays Hill Tunnel. Well, I'm not really interested in walking 4.5 miles. So we are going to start walking this way and go see the Sideling Hill Tunnel. This part of the turnpike was in use from about 1940 until about 1968 when they decided to abandon it because of the tunnels being bottlenecks. And what we are walking on here would be the westbound lane coming from the Sideling Tunnel. The eastbound lane is over there. Now, these were two-lane roads, 2 lanes on either side. Doesn't really look like it now, right? But for being 57 years old, this asphalt doesn't really look to be in all that bad a shape. I guess that's what happens when you don't have vehicles driving on it. You don't have plow trucks plowing it every winter, and you're not salting the crap out of it. So the Sideling Tunnel is now coming into our view. And we're starting to get a little bit closer. Now this tunnel is about 1.25 miles long, which might be part of the reason to explain why the turnpike decided to abandon this rather than to bore more than 1 mile through the mountain to put in a second tunnel like they did with the other 4 that are still in use. This is known as the Top Trail, T-O-P-P, the Old PA Pike. It is owned and managed by the Bedford-Fulton Joint Recreational Authority. And it is meant to promote hiking, biking, running, and non-motorized vehicle activities. As you can see, the graffiti artists have blessed us with their art. Some of it's actually pretty good. Just standing here outside the tunnel, I can feel the cold air blowing through it. And I have to give props to whoever had the balls to get up there and paint the nave right up there above it. I wouldn't do that. So, here we are. We are at the west portal of the Sideling Hill Tunnel. So, if you were traveling westbound, you would be exiting through here. If you were traveling eastbound, you would be entering through here. And this would have been a single eastbound and a single westbound lane passing through this tunnel. You can see why it would have caused a bottleneck. There are the offices for the tunnel. And let's go take a look in there and see what we got. Sorry, but I'm not going in there and walking around and checking it out. Plus, it's full of water. But those were the offices. And Damien's gay. I guess that's good information to have if you ever meet him. Alright, so let's see what we have over here. And I do have a 5,000 lumen flashlight with me, so we will walk a few yards back into this tunnel and check it out. Now that light that you see at the end of the tunnel is not the end of the tunnel. It is a guy on a bike with a light coming towards us. And it looks like we have a pretty good leak going on here. Maybe somebody should call PennDOT and we should get that fixed. What do you think? Maybe it'll get fixed within 5 years. That seems to be about the time it takes them to fix a road, right? So I'm just about as far into this tunnel as I want to go. 1, because I don't have a gun. 2, because I'm on foot. And 3, it is just a little bit creepy. Especially with that light coming towards me, and I'm not really sure what it is. I do find out later that it is a guy on a bike. If you want to explore these tunnels, just remember there's no lights in these tunnels like the ones that are in use on the Turnpike. You need to bring your good flashlight with you. Alright, and on that note, we are going to turn around and we are going to head back to the car. As always, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I do try and read and answer all the comments. My plan is to sometime come back here with a bike and ride through both tunnels and down the trail and take a video of the whole thing. So, stay tuned. Hopefully that happens sometime soon in the future. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.